on down to Brianna Martin, and in between Morgan Morrison and certainly L.J. Whalen. So the entire squad has their work cut out for them. But I think, Sam, honestly, what I think is going to be one of the deciding factors tonight is A, the home crowd, and B, the bench. I think both teams are going to have to look to their bench to produce tonight. We have been getting great bench points and bench rebounding, and that is going to have to continue tonight for us to walk out of here NEWMAC champs.
We got it right off the bat here, and here we go. Claremont comes down with it. Shell with the ball now, and we are on.
Bring it, baby.
I'll tell you what, the NEWMAC championship at the site of the start and genesis of basketball here in women's basketball, and KP up and back, and we got all sorts of stuff going on already.
Yeah, we can see right away we want to establish some dominance underneath with KP. She missed that first shot, but really had to work hard just to find a little space to get it off. Couldn't get the rebound in. It's a jump ball, which obviously goes over to MIT since we controlled the tip.
Let's see with the ball out to Piper. Piper's been a great addition to the starting lineup for MIT. She has really come on, and there is great block by Shell on Antonakakis.
Yeah, and right away they want to go to their hot shooting guard. So both teams right off the bat looking to go to their strength, which makes perfect sense. Sam, people are streaming in here. There's really nowhere to sit over here. Great take by Amelia Cromwell.
To the left, to the
left. We love that. We've been harping all year about these young freshmen learning to use their left, and there we go right off the bat. People are streaming in. There's nowhere to sit. We are a standing room only crowd right now.
And it's a 2-0 lead for Smith with 8:53 left. Cindy C out to Piper.
Oh, the kid comes up to set a ball screen, and it just fell down. LJ goes the length, misses, but the ball goes off of MIT on the rebound there. Number 21, Cindy C, had it in her hands and just lost it as Jessie Ruffner came flying in to try to
coast to coast from LJ. She came up with that ball.
Too bad she missed that free throw, but MIT did a good job getting back, giving a little defense back there. Didn't make it easy for her. Again, as always, KP draws the double team, finds Ruffner.
Ruffner with the ball. She takes a couple steps to her left, steps into a little elbow jumper off the back rim. Great position.
Rebound and one by KP. Great job by KP to get that rebound and get it right back up.
KP's foot speed, she was able to slide in and get position and put it in. I know that the coaches are thinking that for Smith to have a great game, KP has got to be dominant on the board. She's got to score and defensively, and she calmly, just rolls it out and no good. Here comes Piper with the ball, surveying the court, matched up against Claremont.
You know, Sam, that's the other thing that Smith really has to do a better job of tonight is shooting free throws. We did not shoot well at Springfield and managed to escape, but tonight could be a different story.
And we had a tough day also against Emerson.
Yes. That's a great look. Great pass into KP, who just doesn't even hesitate, takes it right to the rim.
The Hampshire Regional native, the local star, has just been 4 points already here, 6-0 Smith lead.
Deshelle needs to relax on that. She gets caught on that reach-in foul. Just sit back and play some defense on that kid. We can't afford her to get in foul trouble. So I'm going to guess that's what Coach is going to tell her the next chance she gets.
Well, Coach she's been doing such a beautiful job
I
of
know.
it since,
I don't want to jinx that tonight, right?
She's just been perfectly staying on the court, which is where we need her because Antonakakis
get her hands off a little bit. There you go. Gallagher takes a shot. Free throw line misses. LJ, great job on the rebound. Again, try to get it down to KP, but...
we got bailed down on a travel call there. Did. But I'll tell you what, I know that the key, according to the coaches, is for Smith to get out there and run. I think that they feel they have an advantage on foot speed and athleticism with this starting lineup here.
And they did a good job there, but that's just one time MIT did a nice job, transition defense, and got their hands on the ball. But like you said, we got bailed out on the travel call, so...
Out to Shell, 6-0 Smith lead with 7:20 left. Shell matched up, 18 on the shot clock here. Little hesitation dribble, stops, pops, and it rolls in.
That was a nice little crossover dribble to get some room between her and Christina. Yeah.
Yep, Antonakakis is...
nice call, nice timeout by MIT. They know they need to score probably coming down here, and Coach calls a timeout. She's probably going to set up what she wants them to run in out of this timeout. Oh, looks like they're going to make an immediate timeout here. I keep forgetting we're in immediate timeouts.
Oh yeah, well this is getting streamed intergalactically as as we are filled up here at the gym. I have never seen this many people in the gym. It's really spectacular.
Great? That's great. It's really great support. And
Yep.
Sam, I was telling somebody I was been getting emails all day from friends of mine in the community who have been following in the paper how well we've been playing here at the end and talking about coming out to the game. So we're not only got the entire Smith crowd, we've got a lot of Northampton folks in here tonight. We've got a ton of alum back, which is just so great to see. You know, President McCarthy, a ton of deans from the campus are here. So this is just an exciting atmosphere, and hopefully we can keep up this pace we got going right now.
I see Stephanie Fukaris over there, one of the great players on last
Sam
year.
is
Katie
over
McClellan.
there. Yeah, Katie McClellan.
And Katie McClellan's parents are
Parents
here too.
drove in from Pennsylvania, so we not only have alum, we have alum their parents are back tonight. So this is really great for Smith, and certainly a tribute to the program that Coach Hersey has built over the years, that their loyalty and the love that they have for this team and this program and this coaching staff.
Well said, Coach. And I'll tell you what, it is really, you know, Sonia Rahman is a wonderful, wonderful coach. And I tell you, we have seen this over the years where things will start to sort of slide and she'll call a timeout.
She's a great coach.
She makes quick and decisive adaptations and modifications on the floor. And this is, as you can imagine, this is a team of aerospace engineers. Like literally, that's what they major in, between chemical engineering, aerospace engineering, and Antonakakis with the ball here. It looks like they have the ball in her hands here, matched up against Jessie. Lutzy with the ball, slides to her right.
That was great help defense by LJ.
Gallagher
Rebound by Gallagher.
Antonakakis with a three, and
off the slight
great rebound by Claremont.
They did a nice job there of passing around the perimeter, but they just missed that open look. Yeah, Amelia Cromwell tried to take it to the hole, got clogged up down there, so did a nice job getting it back out to Ruffner. She's trying to find some space. Really tried to force that pass into LJ there. So with 7 seconds on the clock, hopefully they'll set something up and come out and get a good shot. But just we had too much dribbling there, not enough passing on that possession.
Well, you can see, you know, with the final game of the NEWMAC here, so much tape and watch, so many things have been going on. They know that Jessie Ruffner likes to fly and drive to her right, and they are just sort of forcing her to her left.
I'm not sure what the call was there. They might have called KP on a travel down there as they tried to get the inbounds pass.
8-0 lead here for Smith with 6:19 to go. And Antonakakis, great defense by Ruffner. Here comes Piper, finds Antonakakis. She is going to light it up from wherever it goes. Behind her back, she's just...
Boy, is she quick. Oh, great defense on the ball, and then a great steal as she tries to pass over.
And Claremont from her spot.
Too much. It's too much. She had too much on that. That's all right. It's her first shot out. Got to settle down, get the feel, but that ball just had a little too much on it.
Lutzy steps into a jumper, no good. Oh, big rebound by Gallagher, and I think that's a
second foul on Gallagher. Or excuse me, on Gleisner. Yeah, and that both fouls honestly could have been.
Well, both are just
two that we didn't have to have right
amped
there.
Up
yep,
effort
amped
fouls.
It is amped up. Yep.
And this gym is going to be hard to take some breaths here. Yep. And you see Ashlyn Bond will step in now.
Yes, I'm sure that Coach going to have to take a deep breath because that's the one thing she didn't want to see happen here. I can promise you that.
Gallagher hits one of the free throws, and here comes Shell. Shell with the ball.
I have to see another defensive possession, Sam, but it looks like we may have switched Ruffner onto
well, I think they're going to switch on and off between Ruffner and Shell. Oh,
well, Ruffner's going to
back rim and off LJ's knee.
Ruffner's going to be on her now because Shell's about to come on out. And Ashley Bond, who had a terrific game up at Springfield in terms of the number of rebounds that she was able to pull down and hit some huge free throws for us. And I'm telling you, Sam, there's literally nowhere to sit in here today.
Yeah, we have all sorts of young people from the community coming in to watch this game. It's Piper with the ball into Gallagher. Gallagher matched up.
That's a nice move. Right. Yeah, nice move by Gallagher. She has such a height advantage over LJ. You know, if she starts to continue to do that down low, we're going to have to do one of two things. Put a lot more pressure on that pass coming in or just step out and at least three-quarter deny her. But right now, LJ's playing behind her, so we'll see what happens. Millie Cromwell, great job working her way down into the lower part of the key there and literally put up what was almost a hook shot.
Oh, great steal by LJ, yes.
And LJ had her this time. She played that three-quarter defense and got in there and made that steal. We cannot afford to let them get comfortable going into Gallagher.
Okay. KP picks up the ball. Jessie Ruffner running the point now. And you can see what they're trying to do is they're trying to post up Ashlyn Bond.
Okay, she's got quite a height advantage over Christina. I'm going to just call her Christina this game, I think. That's a tough shot there. Jessie probably should have just taken that all the way into the hole.
Well, she's running the point now, so she's trying to look to pass and get that offense set up here. Antonikakis with the ball now. Hands it off to Saugstad. Piper with the ball now.
Good help defense. That's going to be Smith ball. Great out that day. LJ has 2 or 3 times stepped up with some tremendous help defense in the low post, which has enabled us to get back off of that.
Well, she played a miraculously super defensive game and probably was a difference maker in sort of being able to stop Springfield College.
Right, and I think we got fortunate. We got a couple of those big kids in trouble, foul trouble when we were up at MIT last time. Again, attributed to LJ.
What
nice
a great pass by Claremont over the top. Great catch by KP.
KP did a great job getting her defender on her hip, and then Amelia noticed that right away and gets the pass in. Super job. Great teamwork there. Oh, great pass out. Oh, good
nice
recovery by
by
Bond. Good recovery by Bond. Great rebound by LJ. She skied on that.
LJ with her 3rd rebound. Caitlin surveying the situation
Yeah,
out
didn't
to
like
Jessie.
what she saw. Got it back out. No problem. Plenty of time on the shot clock. But I would love to see LJ be able to take that shot.
12 on the shot clock now.
Yeah, plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Amelia.
Let's get that ball back to Jessie. Too much traveling right there. Or, excuse me, dribbling. Too much dribbling.
Long
Whoa.
3
Whoa!
by Jessie
NBA,
Ruffner.
baby! NBA 3!
Oh, Claremont to Ruffner. We've been saying that a lot this year. What a great big-time basket for Jessie Ruffner, who had a wonderful game against Springfield College. Oh, what great hands by LJ to knock that ball loose, and Ashlyn Bound both reacting to a inside-out play. 15-3 Smith lead, 12-point lead with 2:39 left. And I'll tell you what, Smith is playing with confidence, and they are playing within the game plan, and they've been able to sort of withstand Shell Gleisner going to the bench.
So far, I'm sure Coach is counting down the minutes and pleased that she's getting such great production with Gleisner on the bench. Oh, that could be all right, good job.
Great box by Bond
great,
and LJ.
And a great box by LJ right there off of that miss to be able to get that ball out of bounds off of MIT.
And you can see Coach Hersey talking in Jessie Ruffner's ear as she's needing her to run the point now.
Which she's extremely capable of doing. I think the one thing that happens when Jessie's got the point is we sometimes just dribble a little too much, but she's settling into this spot a little bit. Great ball screen at the top by LJ. LJ's going to just take it herself.
Oh,
and
LJ
does.
with a step and a
does. Great job, LJ.
Oh,
great,
wonderful pick and roll from Ruffner and LJ.
great
Yes.
job for LJ to recognize she should just put it down and go.
17-3 Smith lead with 2 minutes left.
Oh.
Oh, and Ruffner playing free safety, comes in with her left hand, and she gets fouled.
Picks up the foul on number 24.
Annika Saugstad. Oh, we got Morgan Morrison and Emma Z coming in.
Yeah, these are great subs by Coach Hersey with 2 minutes left in the half. 2 minutes left in the period. She's going to get him 2 minutes here plus the timeout. So a nice blow without having to give up too much game action time.
17-3 Smith lead with 1:51 left. Jessie steps in, and perfect rotation, calmly knocks it down.
Two perfect free throws right there, Sam.
Ruffner with 6 points here, and we are 5 points now for Ruffner. 19-3 lead here. Saugstad with the ball.
I tell you, Ruffner's doing a great job on the guard number 5, Christina, for MIT. We know she wants to get the ball, but she's really doing a great job face guarding her a little bit.
That was unfortunate there. Lutzy, sort of just slid through.
Lutzy had good footwork and found the space in there to get that offensive rebound. Morgan Morrison just slightly missed that box out a little bit and picks up. They're going to give that foul to LJ.
So Lutzy is a very fluid player. She just sort of is long and she's agile and
extremely long arms. You know, and she's a lefty too, and like I think one of the things that we've always said helps Morgan Morrison sometimes, and then Lutzy has that same advantage. She's able to convert on one of 2 free throws.
19-4, Smith lead here with 1:25 left. Big possession here. Smith's going to want to end this with the momentum that they've built. Is Morgan Morrison in the low post now. Out to Emma. Emma had such a great, wonderful game against
Emerson,
here we go. Ashland's got it.
We're okay. Just
10 on the
passing
shot
the ball,
clock.
working it around, doing what we do.
Emma
Emma's
with a
in her-
3, off, no good, but Bound with a big rebound
Yes!
and puts it in.
That's okay. And we took a lot of time off the clock there. These kids are continuing to rest, and we're playing without Gleisner. So those kind of possessions are huge for us right now.
Oh, nice defense by Ruffner.
I thought that was going out of bounds, didn't you?
Gallagher finds Lutzy in the corner, matched up against LJ. LJ moving her feet beautifully, and she flips it with the right hand. Oh, what a great save.
That was great teamwork, because that was a great box out by Morrison, and then LJ was able to save the rebound. Great job.
Unbelievable, graceful move for LJ to save that ball in bounds. And we've got 21 on the shot clock and a 2-second differential here. Jessie calling the play here.
Yeah, we're going to take the last shot here. Jess trying to get a blow, man. She is busting it on both ends right now.
Oh. I mean, as we get to the end here, into LJ. LJ takes a dribble out to Ruffner. Got her feet set off the ball. No good.
All right, we're going to end the quarter off of that. We'll take that. Great job, Smith.
21-14, Smith lead a
21 to 4. You said
21-4, that's
21 to 4.
21 to 4 lead.
Well, I tell you, that was a very impressive defensive effort by Smith College right there. Now, MIT missed some looks, but they missed them because we were rushing, and we did a fantastic job of making them take some shots they didn't want to take. We had great help defense in the low post, which caused them to have to kick the ball back out. We had great closeouts by our guards, and they put up some shots that they did not want to have to take there, and they could not get the ball to the 2 or 3 people they really wanted to have it. So super job by Coach to put together what a wonderful game plan, and for our kids to go in and execute it as we have up to this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, it could not have imagined a more effective beginning to a game here. Smith has just played so tremendously, and I just got to tell you, Jessie Ruffner had a step in. Shell Gleisner ended up in that second foul, and that's the one place that I know that Smith worries that she gets into foul trouble. She's been such a calm,
we need her on the
steady,
floor. No problem. We need her
field
on the floor. But I got to tell you, Coach Hersey probably wants to do a few cartwheels right now, that she's able to get these kind of minutes with this production with Gleisner on the bench. And I'm sure if she can ride out the second quarter, she's going to she's putting her right back in. Must have had it. Well, you know what? The thing is, too, Sam, we have to get Jessie a blow for her to be effective for us later in the game. So she's going to put Gleisner in, and I'm sure they had a huge conversation about keeping your hands to yourself.
Well, you know that they were locked in on stopping number 5, Christina Antonokakis, and she has 0 points.
Right.
I mean, Smith has been playing fantastic defense, and that was started with Shell in the beginning of the game, and then it transferred over to Jessie. But she has been a 30-plus scorer for the last 2 games, setting MIT records, and they have just taken her completely out of the game right now.
Yes.
Out to Ashland.
Yeah, they're playing, MIT is trying to spread. They've got some kids with some long arms, and they are spreading that zone and trying to cover up as much space down low as they can. Morrison gets called for 3 seconds there, trying to wait for a pass coming in from Gleisner. So they had a nice set there on defense, MIT did. And they play that zone, and they get those long arms out from those big kids underneath, and it looks all inspiring. There's nowhere to go, so we're going to have to shape that up next offensive possession down the floor. Again, they tried to get the ball in low to Gallagher, and a pass just went off her hands.
See, it was a low pass. And
it was not a great pass in for Gallagher.
So that was number 21, Cindy C, on that turnover there. So 21-4. Let me just sort of say this. Smith has held MIT to under 10% shooting in the first quarter.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, I mean, they are locked in defensively right now.
Great thing to be, locked in defensively. KP's going to shoot from the
line drive.
Free throw line extended, literally a line drive.
23-4 Smith lead here with 9:12 left. Antonokakis moving the ball. She's just looking to see if she can get anything, but I'll tell you what, Smith are just moving their feet beautifully, and it looks like Cindy C goes down.
Well, that's a block on Amelia Cromwell. That's a good call. She definitely had her hands up, but she got her with her body. That's a first foul on Cromwell and the first Smith team foul.
Smith shooting almost 60% right now, and they are
good help defense, and Anakakis ended up throwing the ball away.
Oh, what a catch by KP.
No joke. Problem is the pass was so high she couldn't come down and shoot it. She had to pass it out, but it's all right. We get the ball down. KP's going to shoot another one from there.
Off the back.
Yep. They're going to give her that shot all day long. So right now she's 50% there. I say keep shooting it till you start missing too many in a row because they're going to give her that shot free throw line extended all day. They'd rather her have the ball there than down low on the post, that's for sure.
Great defense by Claremont there, and she comes down with the ball off to her left, thinking about it. Slides it into Morrison with the left hand.
Great pass.
Oh,
great pass
fantastic.
to Morrison.
First year to first year.
Morrison coming down the left side where she's comfortable. Cromwell did a great job of waiting until she got low enough to handle it and pushed it up. Oh, what a great shot by
Christina Antakopoulos.
Super shot.
Yes, what a shot. I'll tell you what, that was well earned, but that's our first basket of the game here.
Yeah, and that's the first basket they've had in quite some time. We don't have the research to be able to tell you how long, but they haven't scored in quite a while.
25-6 Smith lead. Out to Claremont, that's her spot.
Too much.
And another great offensive
Ashlyn
rebound.
Bond, what a rebound.
Out to Shell a
Too
little
much.
Bit too long. We got lots of adrenaline in this gym.
Yeah, she's juiced up. That was not her shot anyway. We had a fresh 30-second there.
Cindy C steps into a three, and she stops Smith's run here, 25-9.
And there's, I mean, you know, Sam, no lead is going to be safe enough here. This is going to end up at some point being an extremely close ball game. So we need to gather ourselves here.
Bond almost came up with another incredible offensive rebound right there. Good defense as they stop things, and looked like Jessie Ruffner's coming back in for Amelia Claremont to get a rest.
Yep, good call. Plus now she can switch Gleisner off of Christina.
And Gleisner will go
Christina,
cover Piper over there on number 22.
Yeah, they immediately switch out. So Coach Good knowing that it's still touch and go with keeping Gleisner around her with just those two fouls. So great job.
Oh, great steal by
Gleisner. Score that there you go, baby. Nice
coast
layup.
to coast by Gleisner. She just swiped that on the pass.
We needed that. I started to feel like MIT wanted to get a little momentum, but we stopped that with that steal and take all the way by Gleisner. Great job.
Well, 27-9 Smith lead. Smith had a 17-point lead to start the second quarter. Leads down to 16 now, but I'll tell you what, as I think that you can feel that this MIT is such an explosive scoring team that they can sort of climb back into this game in an instant. And I'll tell you what, the game that they had against Babson, there were huge point swings both ways, and in the end, you know, MIT really just was able to execute and knock down top-seeded Babson.
Right, there's nobody in this gym that's relaxing. Believe me when I tell you.
All right, Coach, so if you're Coach Hersey, what are you saying to your team right now?
You know, she's imploring them to continue to stay solid defensively. You know, we have done a great job of boxing out and limiting second chance points, and I think that's exactly what we need to continue to do. Offensively, we need to go about and really work on that inside-outside game. You know, we've got a couple kids out there right now that can score both from the low post and can score from the perimeter. So if that ball goes in and you feel that triple team come, immediately get that ball out. I don't want, and I'm sure Coach Hersey doesn't want us to settle with that 15-footer that KP's been forced to take from the free throw line extended for the rest of this period.
I think that, you know, KP, they're just sort of collapsing down so deep. And you can see that not only is there a great contingent from Smith, but there's a fantastic contingent from MIT.
Oh,
you can see, you know, you see some football jerseys and some lacrosse jerseys.
Right.
So they are here to sort of cheer on their squad as well.
As it should be for a NEWMAC championship game, right? Regardless of the sport. So it's great to see. And then, you know what, Sam? The best part is we don't have any place for him to sit. We are so packed.
Tonakakis with the ball here. She's looking at great defense by
Ruffner. The minute she picked up that dribble, Ruffner got right up on her.
Lutzy slides to her right, and that's Gallagher gets whistled for offensive foul on there. She cleared people out on that pick.
I was just going to say, she moved over there and took about 4 people out.
Yeah, that's her first foul.
That's just her first,
27-9.
which I'm sure their coach is happy to see, because the last time we played them, a couple of their kids were in serious foul trouble. But that's not the case for MIT here today. Now, see, we're settling for that jumper by KP again, and that's not going to win this game for us. We got to move that ball around to our perimeter shooters or down low on the block. That's not KP's shot.
C with the ball. Back to Lutzy. Lutzy surveying left-handed. Wow, in with KP in her face. She just sort of knocked that one down.
And she picked that ball up off the floor, literally, and knocked it down.
Gleisner with the ball, back to Ruffner. 5:39 left, 27-12, Smith lead. Ashlyn Bond looking around.
Yeah, right. Ruffner just wasn't sure what she wanted to do with that ball out there, so she ended up traveling with it. KP's going to get a well-deserved blow, and LJ's coming back, and we certainly need, I think, LJ's presence on the floor right now, so that's a good job. And coach is certainly giving some personal instruction here to KP about what she wants her to do against that zone and where she wants her to slide to look to get the ball rather than everything up at that free throw line extended.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think that we've seen more like little mid-range jumpers from KP in this game than we've seen from her all year.
Right. Because that's what they're giving her, so she's taking it, but we need her to look around for a better shot. That was a charge on, I think, Cindy C.
No, I think it was
Lutzy.
Lutzy got called for it. That's her first.
That's her first.
Morgan Morrison absorbed a big charge right down there. Great defensive play. 27-12, 15 points. Smith lead,
Morgan Morrison
5:16
is
left.
strong enough to take that charge and get right up, too.
So,
right.
This is where, what we can see is we can see Smith much more now in this half-court set, because this is where MIT's defense is the strongest. You can see Jocelyn Lutzy just sort of close down really quick. Claremont steps into a three, and she knocks it down.
Finally knocks one down. And you know one thing about Claremont, she doesn't make a lot of them every game, but she seems to make them with the time when we have to have them.
Lutzy from three-point range.
Yeah,
she just off the dribble, quick release.
That was an NBA three. Jessie turned her head, and that kid said, okay, I'll shoot it. And she put it right up. So Jess going to have to get right up in her face all the way down and extend that perimeter defense a little bit. But this half-court defense, this zone defense they're playing here has really slowed us down a little bit.
Oh, what a great move by LJ.
Left-handed. Left-hand for layup.
That's her
by LJ.
second time that she's done that left-handed, and she has 6 points now. She is just playing a great game, or 4 points.
See if we can't get a defensive stop here.
Ruffner is just so locked in defensively, moving her feet. Gallagher goes left, right. That looked like a travel, but
yeah, it did look like a travel. Great job by Morgan Morrison defensively on Gallagher.
Out to Claremont. Claremont looking around.
Into Morrison.
Morrison with a jumper. Here we go, off the back rim, and
guess she thought she'd try the free throw line extend. That's not the shot we want right there. Coach Hershey is giving her hell about it too. Coach Hershey is letting her know about it. That is not the shot we want right there. But I think she thought KP could shoot it. But we want to work that ball down to the post, or we want to get it back out to our perimeter shooters. But for our post players to be shooting that free throw line extended shot it's not what we do.
We are at our best when we are in that fluid.
Oh, when we're running, we are at our best.
Run, does Coach say. And here we go.
But, MIT starts scoring a little bit, so that prevents us from getting that running transition going. So Gleisner finds her spot, unable to knock it down. Yeah, she really wasn't set up. Her hips weren't squared up to the basket. She probably should have continued to pass that around.
It was a good closeout by MIT.
Yeah,
she had to take a step laterally and just a hard shot. So, look, Ruffner's kind of more focused in now. She's picking her up right at the hash mark at the half-court line.
I'm telling you, the minute you turn your head on this kid, she's going to burn you for three. She can shoot the basketball. Here she goes.
And that's a little bit of a Reggie Miller foul there, right?
You know what? ESPN has this thing now where they do like the Phantom of the Flop. That's going to be on. That's going to be on next week, because that was a definite little.
It was like a little bit of the west wind breeze blowing here at in Ainsworth Gymnasium.
I'll look like I want to fall down here.
Perfected by Indiana pacer Reggie Miller to absolute aesthetic. In Ainsworth Gymnasium.
I'll look like I want to fall down here.
Perfected by Indiana pacer Reggie Miller to absolute aesthetic perfection.
And the officials gathered up on that and realized that she did have her foot on the line, so she's only going to get 2 shots. Honestly, I think they were going to talk about the fact that it really wasn't a foul, but I guess you can't go that far. So she's going to knock down 2. Well, look at that. She missed a free throw. So that's second Smith team foul, but I think that's only the second one on Ruffner, I believe. I mean, the first foul on Jesse Ruffner. They're trying to get Lutzy back in the game here.
She knocks down the second. So 32-16
She's going to come in and give
Smith
Gallagher a
lead.
blow for MIT.
3:19 left. So I have to tell you, even though we have a 16-point lead, this feels like a pretty crucial
It feels
next
like
3
a
minutes,
4-point
right?
game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know. You want to go into the locker room with that 16, 17-point lead that you work so hard to build up. You don't want to let them get that down to 9, 10 points. So we'll see what we can do here. It's a big possession for us. Immediately triple team LJ the minute she gets that ball. Morrison with
Morrison
the
to the right hand.
With the right hand.
What a great, she faked left and
Great
you could
job,
see.
Morrison, and it was wide open. Nobody thought she was going to go there.
See with the ball, she drives to her right, flips it up, and it
In.
rolls
That
in
was
and
a
out.
nice job by
Yeah.
Cindy C., I got to tell you. Very nice job. Good drive. She does a good job for a senior for them. She brings a lot of stability to this team.
Out to LJ. LJ's been opportunistic in scoring here. Claremont in, finds LJ. LJ flips it out. Oh.
That was probably the first thing I've seen LJ do on the negative side of the thing in this entire game.
Including last game, too.
Yeah, and she
and
knows
the Emerson game.
Yep. Great job. All right. I think Jessie about knocked the wind out of her when she fell right on that ball trying to make a save.
Full flat out extended dive. As you can see, 34-18, 16-point lead here. Piper with the ball. Gets it to Lutzy. Lutzy.
LJ is all over Lutzy.
Lutzy just needs a little bit of a minute to shoot, and she gets it.
KP has checked back in, gets a well-deserved rebound there. Okay, wait, LJ had her defender on her hip. We just couldn't get it in.
Big block by Lutzy.
Yeah.
Cindy C comes up with it here.
LJ's there's just too much height in there for LJ to make that shot.
Oh, Piper with a nice.
Oh, wow, we get bailed out. Super rebound, though, by LJ. Literally takes it right off the rim.
LJ finds Jessie. They're flying around here right now. It's Lutzy.
Lutzy did a great job sprinting back defensively to knock that ball out. If that ball had gotten into KP, she had a clear shot. Great effort by Lutzy.
Well, you know, Coach, the reason why it feels like it's a 4-point game is because this game has been even right from the second quarter now, right? I mean, it's been a 1-point hither and yon, although Smith's got that big lead from that first quarter onslaught that they were able to pull off.
Right, and you certainly, like I said.
But it's been going back and forth right now.
Which tells you why that is so important, because if you give it back, it's going to be a one. Oh. Yeah, it was 2 turnovers in a row the last 2 possessions. That's,
so this is number 15. Alice Grock has come in. Alice Grock is an extremely good athlete, and you can see she's already been disrupted defensively.
Yeah.
She was a star volleyball player for them, played basketball in her freshman year, and then not in her sophomore and junior years, and is now back on the team as a senior. And so Piper with the ball.
Oh, that was a great block. She set a great ball screen there to get Christine. Yep.
Christina.
One of their first offensive rebounds.
Cindy C with
Second
another offensive rebound. And then Claremont comes down with a big rebound.
Well, we do not want to give them 3 looks too many times down the floor, I got to tell you.
Gleisner finds Claremont. Claremont steps into the 3. Oh, just off the front rim.
All right, we're going to get that off of MIT on the rebound. So with 58 seconds, 21 seconds on the shot clock, Smith will inbound under their own hoop here and looking to score because we have not actually gotten a good shot in the last 4 possessions down. So good inbounds to LJ, just misses a little bit. Oh, that's a travel right there.
See with another big rebound.
Yeah,
she's really
that was
been
a travel
cleaning up
off
the boards.
Travel off that rebound.
Piper with the ball here, matched up against Ashlyn Bond.
Yeah, you don't have to play defense on Gork. She's just in for defense. She's not going to shoot the basketball. Oh, that kid she literally came in and took that ball away from.
So I'll tell you what, that Grock is a really good
Yeah, she's a great little defender
athlete.
right there. She did a super job defensively down there. Or offensively, she came in and knocked that rebound right out of KP's hand.
Well, we're down to 26 seconds here, 34-18 Smith lead.
4-second difference on the shot clock and the game clock, so we are going to run it all the way down here. KP trying to get a screen up top for Gleisner. Can't do it. We're going to shoot that mid-range jumper yet again.
And Grock with another rebound here, and here comes number 5, Christina. Oh, she just flips it up. Number 13, Lutzy comes down with the rebound, and it is a 34-20 lead, and the halftime ends here. All right, Coach.
I got to tell you, that was not a stellar quarter for us offensively, and Coach is talking to KP about that. You cannot, We cannot continue to shoot that shot and win this game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our halftime interview series. I am your host, Sammy Pavlov. I played field hockey at Smith, and I am a recent graduate, the first ever virtual graduate of Smith College. I am so excited. I'm here today with a fellow Smithy, fellow economics major, Phoebe Moore, who played softball and basketball at Smith. Thank you so much for joining us, Phoebe.
Gosh, thanks so much for having me, Sammy. It's so nice to meet you. I didn't realize you were an econ major too. I'm so sorry about that.
I know, but it's a great talking point. It's a tough major though.
Sure. And congratulations on graduation. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you. And we were just chatting that your daughter attends Smith. That has to be super exciting.
So we've got a legacy going on, and we both just absolutely love Smith, but she left early. I went out and got her in March. Yes. And she unfortunately missed her first softball season, but she feels blessed to be a first year at this point. So, but she's well. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course. And fingers crossed. I know the announcement for Smith is coming out soon and for athletics, but we keep our fingers crossed. But I wanted to chat. What brought you to Smith?
Short answer, relatives. I really wanted to go to William and Mary actually, and went out there to look at the campus, and we were driving up to Dartmouth. And my mother said, well, my cousin went to Smith. I don't know if you want to look at it. And we said, well, it's on the way. Honestly, pulled into town. I'll remember the Great Court gates. I'll never forget it. And I stepped foot on the campus and said, this is where I'm going to school. It was that quick. We met the basketball coach, and I was extremely at home. It was just a feeling of just comfort stepping onto the beautiful grounds of campus.
Awesome. And what was I going to ask? I went blank for a moment, but you had an incredible career. You are a dual sport athlete. How was that? How did you balance being economics and also playing basketball and softball at Smith?
Yeah, Sammy, I think a lot of that is ingrained in us, those of us that are student athletes. From high school, you're balancing all these things. I don't know that it was that much harder at Smith. I think you're just used to it. It's part of your structure. And I think for young women today, it's really important. I think athletics has played such a major role in my career development. So the balance wasn't too difficult. I've always loved to exercise. So, always stayed in shape, but, it's nice to have a break after studying really, and getting down to the gym and coming back and getting back at your work. So, really just stayed true to who I was and stayed dedicated and used every extra second to study or, get a few shots in. But, continuing that balance, continuing your mental and physical health, that's really how you do it.
Yeah. And I want our viewers to know that you are an incredible athlete, both on the softball field and on the basketball court. I have a few of your stats that at the time you were the leading scorer with 1,441 career points, team captain, New England Women's Basketball Association All-Star selection. I mean, I could go on, but you were a true baller. When you're looking back on your basketball time, what is your favorite memory?
I have a lot of special memories at Smith. I have to be honest. It's hard to choose one, and it's really a good question. I thought about it this morning because I knew you were going to ask, but
Sure.
I wanted to come back to, oddly enough, the losing a teammate is still difficult to talk about. But it brought us together closer as a team. So that was during season that we lost Kimmy Tyler, number 23, the night before we were to play, not Babson, but Brandeis. They were coming in, and those memories are so vivid because it was such a shock. But at the same time, again, it brought us together. And so, for example, that weekend or the next weekend, some of the folks that are still around, like Lynn Oberbillig and Bonnie May, will love to hear the story that we just happened to find some paint cans, and we painted the side of the soccer hill. Mm-hmm. We put a large 23 on the hill so that everyone on campus could see how much we loved her. It's still difficult to talk about, but that really brought us together. And so we were this really tight-knit group for the next couple of years, actually. And to this day, we're really close. So that brought us together as a team, and we actually performed really well after that as also. So it really wasn't, one shot or one game. We did do well, our junior and senior year, but it was that moment of team bonding and togetherness, and again, really dear friends to this day.
That's awesome to hear, how you were bonded and still are connected. I think that's one of the biggest perks of Smith Athletics is your teams are so close. And we were chatting before this interview about the celebrating 100 years of basketball. Can you talk about this? Because
I'd love to talk about that. So, I had other opportunities. I think many student athletes know that they choose the Division III or they choose Smith because of all the other things that Smith has to offer. But, a lot of us could have played Division I, Division II. For me, Smith was that great kind of just go between, if you will. In other words, maybe it wasn't free sweatsuits or private tutoring or private meals or flying all over the country playing Division I, but yet at Division III we had all these, or at Smith particularly, we had all these wonderful opportunities, and one was the 100-year celebration of women's basketball. And so our coach and some of the administrators in the athletic facility were involved in celebrating. And so we had Pat Summit, for example, from Tennessee, who unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, but she came in and I sat next to her at a Smith game.
Wow.
And what we really talked about was really that kind of the academic or the historical side of women's basketball and how it came in 1893, basically a year after Naismith invented the game. And so even a good friend of mine was one of those who put the bloomers on, and we got to go to I was on the committee, and we got to go to the 1993 Division I Final Four in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
And a group, friends of mine from Smith wore the bloomers, and they did the whole passing the ball without dribbling it, covering all your skin, like they did with the peach baskets in the alumni gymnasium. So it was a reenactment. So the entire year was really fun. And I actually still have, if you can see that ball right there, that has a little imprint of the celebration of 100 years of women's basketball. So every ball we played with from Spalding came with this nice imprint. And, we just had really nice dinners and celebrations. And again, learning the value of the sport in our lives, as opposed to just being wined and dined. It was a nice reflection on the game of basketball and women's sports in general. So that was really a cool year. Yeah. So that was 1992 and 3. I think we did it.
That's awesome. That is so cool to hear. And it's so great that Smith has so much history and, volleyball starting, I think, at Mount Holyoke College. So there's a lot of history in the Pioneer Valley for sports and women in sport. I want to talk about, after you've done your final basketball season, your final Smith season, your softball season, you graduate. And then you end up attending the New England School of Law, where you now operate your own practice in Michigan. Can you tell me, what drove you to law school and then to open up your own practice?
Sure. Just always attracted to the law. A dear friend of my father's was a lawyer, and always wanted to help people at an arm's length. You take on these leadership qualities really from athletics. When you're a captain, and so you can give that same kind of leadership and direction to clients about their very important issues. And so I always wanted to be in that position of helping others. And so honestly, I didn't get into Harvard. I think I got waitlisted at Suffolk, and I thought, I'm going to go to New England. It's great. It's supposedly a great school. Actually, it still is, second highest bar pass right next to Harvard. And then I could live in Boston, of course, and I had to do that at that point, just because it looked so fun. So just studied my butt off, Sammy, and decided I missed home and that I did want to, in fact, live in Michigan. I do love Michigan and all that we have to offer here. It's a different space than Massachusetts. The density is a little bit different. But in any event, started out at some huge firms in Detroit, carrying other men's, generally briefcases, if you will. And knew quite quickly that I needed to get into a small practice to be able to help people in my community and also to raise children and raise little basketball players and little softball players. It's much better to be in a small town, where today I walk 2 miles to work. So, but I did my time, at the larger firms and learned a lot, and it's really beneficial. But today, sitting here as the owner of a firm that's been here for 20 years, I think, you know, you can't understate the value of leadership in athletics and at Smith for all that it teaches you about being professional and competitive at the same time. So it's really a part of every day.
And I want to ask how your classes at Smith helped you in law school, economics or otherwise. Do you think you were well prepared from Smith?
So, you know, absolutely. Supply and demand, that doesn't help me a bit today.
Yeah.
But it certainly does in terms of when I look at my, you know, accounting, or I look at my receivables or payables, and all of that certainly helps a little bit. You know, have to get into specific accounting to say it actually benefits me today. But the difficulty of the study helped prepare me for law school.
Sure.
So honestly, you know, like having Andy Zimbalist the last year, and you know, that class was so fun, but yet you had to work so hard. I actually had the first class of the economics of professional sports with him.
Wow, I took that class.
He's still a good friend of mine today. We actually had dinner last year. I took him to a Tigers game and to dinner here. But so it's really, again, just the rigor of it, not necessarily the subject matter. But Smith definitely preps you for that next level. Highly recommend it, Sammy.
Okay, noted. Starting your own firm, what do you think some of the biggest challenges and benefits are? I mean, you touched on it a little bit, but you know.
Yeah, sure. So the challenge is just being risky enough to do it on your own.
Yeah.
So I started with a partner, and it went really well for a while, but we were actually in different communities and we charged different rates, so it didn't work beyond a year or two. But it gave me the strength to kind of get out on my own. It really, having the contacts, having the help available to you when it's just you, you know, so networking before. So those are the challenges, is having folks around to help when it's just you. Sure, there's some financial struggles, but really not in a service business, like a psychological firm, a law firm, even a medical firm. I mean, you really just rent an office, and your reputation, your goodwill is your product. So what that means is, again, it goes back to everything about who you are. And so I am a member of our local Rotary Club. I absolutely love Rotary International, and you know, service above self is our motto. And I love traveling around the world and going to Rotary meetings and meeting other people who feel the same way. So becoming a member of your community is a really valuable asset. And now, you know, for example, I coached 3rd through 6th grade girls basketball for 17 years.
Wow, I love
can
that.
honestly tell you that some of my best personal injury cases were kids from that program.
No.
Right? So what did I do to benefit my business? I became involved in my community and my kids' lives. And so in a small community, but even in a large one, you can do that. You can find, you know, the Women's Lawyers Associations. You can find women's groups, men's group. I guess it doesn't matter, you know, but become a member and learn to network. And then, you know, people are good. People are generally good. We can think such negative things, especially during COVID and all that has gone wrong. But people will come back and say, you know, I like that, Phoebe, more. I met this person that seemed, you know, competent and confident and somebody that could help me, and they'll call you. So I think that answers the questions about what the challenges were and what I did kind of to, you know, step through those challenges and become successful.
That is great advice, Phoebe. And I want to end on that. You know, with all the negativity going on, it is so nice to hear some positive thoughts and what we can do and still give back to our community. Thank you, Phoebe, for taking time out of your day to speak with us.
You're so welcome. I'm really proud of what you guys are doing. So this airs on the Friday night game that you play?
Yes. So
Okay.
we will air it. And I'm sure you've been following the Smith basketball season and Smith athletics and softball through your daughter. So I know you will be active in our community, and I'm sure you'll get back on Smith campus soon. And I hope it's sooner rather than later.
Yes, I do too. Okay. Thanks again.
Yeah. Take care.
Okay, folks, we are back and ready to kick off for the second half here with a 34-20 Smith halftime lead. Both teams have the same exact 5 starters they had in the very first period there. Hope you enjoyed that great halftime interview.
Great rebound.
Great
hands on by LJ there to knock it away.
Great hands by LJ to get in front of her person down there, Gallagher, to knock it away. So Smith will bring it down. And again, they're going to look to try to find something other than that jumper from the free throw line extended. That's going to be a foul on Lutzy as she put her hip out a little bit to block that.
I think that's her second foul.
Yeah, that's her second foul. Amelia Cromwell was off to the races there, and Lutzy just got her hip in the way there. So, again, MIT's going to come out in that half-court zone, and we're really going to have to do a better job of trying to get that ball inside the seams down there. Maybe slip a couple people in behind that zone. There looks like there's a lot of space down there behind Gallagher. So we're going to have to work our way down in there. Got plenty of time to make it happen.
Good defense by Gallagher.
Yeah, really good defense. LJ just got a little too far behind the free throw line or behind the backboard there. So scoreless minute here in the third period.
Let's see with the ball.
Smith's going to stay in there man-to-man because what we do best. Lutzy takes the ball, gets her own rebound, puts it back up, off again. Gallagher gets the rebound, and she's going to get an and one. They had 3 offensive rebounds down there. That's not exactly the way I know we want to start the game. And we're going to get a foul on KP there, her first, team first.
Well, I'll tell you what, that MIT bench really erupted. I know that they wanted to get out and get that first bucket, and Gallagher with the offensive rebound and knocks it down and knocks down the free throw and cuts that lead to 34-23.
Now it's an 11-point game, and I'm telling you, Sam, that game thing gets under 10, and I'm going to get more nervous than I am now.
Well, here we go.
They're doing a good job. They've really extended that zone on the perimeter defense, but there's plenty of room behind that defense. We just have to take our time, get some penetration, and that's really what Gleisner does best. So it'd be great if we get that ball in Gleisner's hands.
Gallagher again with good defense, and we got a held ball here.
Yeah, Gallagher's doing a great job of pushing LJ out where she's uncomfortable with the ball. She's got to take time, back her down 1 or 2 more dribbles to get in position where she wants to shoot the basketball.
Well, Gallagher's also got such length, and she's able to, so she doesn't reach, she just stays high, and so it's going to be a hard for
LJ. Just take her time and back her down.
Good pick by KP, wow.
Way to take advantage of it by Amelia Cromwell. Great job. Take advantage of that screen.
Big basket by Amelia here. 36-23 lead with 8:04 left. First 2 minutes. Into Gallagher.
Yeah, they're looking for Lutzy down low. She gets it, turns, and puts it in. See,
that time with her right hand.
She has way too much of an advantage on Cromwell, so immediately Coach realizes that. She goes to the bench to get Morgan Morrison.
Yeah, that time, great catch by LJ, who takes it up and under with the left hand. And I'll tell you, a 38-25, 13-point lead for Smith.
It's a great difference when LJ can catch that ball down low. But when they force her to catch that ball outside the paint, it's a little tougher for her. Oh, great hands by LJ again. Second time she's gotten in defensively to help us out. I'm not sure what that was, but at least she got her own rebound.
Roughing out to Claremont. Claremont, a little off to the left there. I think that Jesse was looking to pass that, and nothing happened. Piper with the ball, steps into a little elbow jumper, no good, and big rebound by LJ. LJ out to Shell, and they are off and running here.
Cromwell's done a great job in so many areas, but just hasn't been able to get on track from the three-point line tonight.
She's 1 for 5 from 3 tonight, and
but she's affected and done a great job in so many other ways, so she'll get on track. She's too good of a shooter to stay quiet all night.
Out to Shell.
5 on the shot clock. Into KP.
Big long jumper from Jesse.
Off the fortunately, I didn't hit anything because we had a nice rebound there. She had a good look, but I think she was just rushing that a little bit. KP's going to get a blow, and Morrison's going to come in.
Saugstead comes in now. Well, I'll tell you, one of the things about MIT is that they've been able to move seamlessly almost in between points based on the personnel that they have between that zone and the player to player. And into Gallagher.
And I'm hoping not to jinx this, but Gleisner's done a great job of playing defense with those 2 fouls. Yeah, she gets beat by
foul on the floor. Looks like they're going to be against Morrison.
Yeah, no. going to go against Jesse Ruffner, number 14.
Oh,
That's going to be Jesse's second. Cromwell's going to get a little bit of a blow, and Ashlyn Bond's going to check back in.
Saugstedt's got some length, so they're going to have Ashlyn on her. Out.
Great rebound by Bond, and that's another reason she's in the ball game.
She's had a couple of great rebounds already this game.
Right. Yes, huge three by Gleisner.
Shell Gleisner just calmly knocks down that three-pointer to extend the lead to 16.
But boy,
41,
that
21.
was really set up by that dribble through and then pass back out by Ruffner. Great assist right there.
Out to C. C into Gallagher. Gallagher takes a couple of dribbles, slides it.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a nifty little sort of
that was a nice
in-rotation
shot,
play
because that
right
was
there.
good. That was good defense by Morgan Morrison, but that was just a nice shot. Yes, baby.
Was it good?
Way to go, Jesse Ruffner. Great look by Gleisner to find her open. Just slips it down, and she knocks it down.
Ruffner she won a little ball fake, got her gathered her feet, knocked it in. 44-27 lead here with 5:01 left.
Yeah, Gleisner's just completely face guarding Anakakis over here.
Morrison with great defense as Saugstedt throws it out of bounds.
Immediate timeout here, Sam, with 4:57 left in the half. And
I'll
it's the
tell you
third
what.
quarter period. Basically, it's the half. Seems like, folks, I think we're having a little audio trouble right now, and we've got some technicians up here to work on it, so I hate to tell you, but you may have to rely on Sam and I right now.
Oh, is it the video? The video.
Yeah, the video. Excuse
down?
me. Yeah, it's the video that's down.
All right. So
we are always up and running, me and you, baby.
Hey, Coach Debbie, we're going to go old school. It's going to be pre-TV.
Play-by-play.
This is the radio.
This is it, baby. Play-by-play right here. All right, Sam, we're not going to be able to deviate much. We're going to have to stay true to the game today. All right, so with 4:57 left in the third period, it is a Smith 44 and MIT 27 score, and believe me, they are working hard to get your picture back. We apologize for that.
Well, just to go through some stats here, Lutzy is leading MIT with 8 points, followed by Kylie Gallagher with 8 as well. And on the Smith side, we have a really balanced scoring load. Shell with 7, KP with 8, Ruffner with 8.
That long.
Saugstedt Ruffner with 8. Conley knocks down the first, and it's a 44-30 lead here. 3:16 left. And knocks home the second, too. 44-31, and Shell with the ball now.
All right, we've been really quiet defensively here. Offensively, we need a score.
Big block by Gallagher down low.
Morrison
Morrison
tried
got
to
the
make
ball.
something happen.
That's
It's a jump ball is going to go to MIT.
Big possession here with 3:06
yeah,
left.
Huge possession. If I was coach, I might have called a timeout down there. We got to score next time down. If we give up a point here, we may have to call a timeout coming down.
Tell you what, Gallagher with 10 points and also making herself heard on the defensive end. Another block over there into Lutzy. Lutzy matched up against KP.
Good help defense by Morrison
Christina
to stop
finds
that drive. Nice job.
out to Cindy
C
who knocked down the three.
Yep.
And this is now a 10-point game with 2:45 left.
That's what
MIT
I said.
is not going away.
No, we knew that. They've made great adjustments out of the halftime, and it hurts us not having Ruffner on the floor. She's a big scorer for us.
Claremont with into Pakunka. Pakunka steps out
Come on,
there.
Ashlyn.
Bone. Oh, this is it. Big rebound by Claremont. Morrison gets whistled for over the back.
Yeah, coach is letting Morrison know about it, too. You got to give up that rebound right there.
Okay, Coach. 44-34. We're stepping to the line here. Is Kylie Gallagher? Smith is now over the limit here.
Right.
What are you thinking here?
Right now, I'd probably have to put Ruffner back in the game with those 3 fouls. She's one of the few people that's been able to provide us with some offense. We have to continue to hope. We have to continue to shore up that defense, not give up that second chance point so we can transition down, because the only way we're scoring right now is in transition. Our half court offense has really gone completely stagnant. Now, MIT fans are now starting to get into the game. They're starting to feel it a little bit. But Sam, we've said all along they were not going to go away. They are too well coached, and there's too much talent out there. And they've made great halftime adjustments. So, but we have, Sam, as you well know, many times come in and had poor third quarters and followed it up with a great fourth quarter.
Okay, Coach, I don't have a decibel reader here, but
Yeah,
I will tell you, this is the loudest I've ever heard the Smith Gymnasium.
I know.
As you can see, MIT and Smith getting into a full-throated roar against each other here.
Right.
Well, this is it. This is what it should be.
Right, exactly what it should be. But we certainly need some points. What did we have at halftime, Coach?
Well, the score was 34-20 at halftime. So we've been
scored
in 10. We're at a 14-10
Yeah.
third quarter advantage here for MIT.
Yep, and then they are at the free throw line. And with the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds, they are going to the free throw line with every foul we commit. That's the first time.
Down the first.
That's the first.
She's got great soft touch.
Yeah, you and I said at the beginning of this game that both Christina, they are doing what we did in the first period, forcing us to take shots we don't want to take. 26 seconds left in the third period. MIT with the ball.
Let's with the ball. Drives her.
Oh, great. Hands. Come on,
Gleisner
Gleisner.
on the fast break. And 38, the gym is rocking here. What a great play by Shell Gleisner. And boy, did they need those points right now as Antakakopoulos gets it knocked away.
Great
And
job.
it's the fourth quarter as this place is raucous and deafening.
The block, and we've got to be able to find our post players as they sneak in behind that 2-3 zone of MIT. They're out there, but obviously there'll be a lot easier to get that pass in if we can continue to hit, if we can step up and hit one or two three-point perimeter shots.
Claremont with the ball now. Drops it into KP. KP takes a couple of dribbles, back out. Smith moving around the position. This zone is just sort of moving so quickly right now.
And they are just, it's a choice. Yeah, they are so much bigger than we are inside. With it really difficult to find a shot. KP really trying to find a way and just travels on as she tries to get that ball up to the hole.
Cindy C with the ball right now. Matched up against Jessie Ruffner. Into Lutzy. You can see
LJ now trying to step in completely in front of Gallagher.
Gleisner with some excellent defense, keeping her feet moving, her hands high. Lutzy with the ball now. KP.
Oh, great
Another
job
big
by
rebound by
LJ. I mean, LJ has been the difference maker right now, I'll tell you. And not on the offensive end, but everything she's done has been fantastic. Super job.
She drops in, a little up fake, out to Jessie Ruffner. Ruffner takes a couple of dribbles, drives to her right.
All right, it's going to be Smith ball. As she tried to get that pass into LJ. But at least that's the first time I can say we actually tried to penetrate some of the seams there, and that's what it's going to take. We've got to penetrate in the seams in the zone so we can drop that pass down to a post player or pull up for a little 8 or 9 footer.
Jessie, got that ball into LJ.
And that Gleisner does that so well. We really need to get her on that mentality right here. To get her on that. Smart pass.
Worthy of
really extend the defense.
Wow, great
that's
runner.
The runner right there.
That's it, steps through the lane.
You've got to step through that seam.
49-38, and you can see Gleisner putting some, just trying to keep the ball out of Christina's hands right now.
So impressive what these kids are doing right now, all of them. Can't really just talk about anybody. Every single kid out there right now is doing a great job for Smith College.
49-38. Lutzy with the ball matched up against KP. Finds Cindy C. Cindy C drives to her right, steps up. Ball gets knocked around.
Throws the ball out of bounds. Take that. All right, folks, with 8 minutes and 24 seconds here, it's an 11-point Smith lead.
Gleisner talking to Coach. Coach telling her the play. Those
got
two
a lot of nervous people in this gym right now. Get a big basket here, Smith College. That's what we need. Oh, there's the drop down right there.
Another great block by Gallagher.
That was a great block by Gallagher.
Yep.
The other thing, too, is KP was just a half a step underneath. There was nowhere to.
She was right underneath the basket.
She was right under the basket.
The over-penetration moment here.
Yep.
So here we go, number 5.
So that jump ball goes out to MIT, and they'll bring the ball down with 8 minutes left.
Yep. Cindy C with the ball now. And you can see Lutzy now dropping into the post. Here comes Gallagher. Oh.
KP's going to get called for a reach in there. She probably should have just let her go and let LJ had her on the way. But you can see what they've done now. They've pulled Gallagher up to the top and tried to get her the ball in the high post and let her drive down because LJ had done such a nice job of preventing that pass in here in these last 3 minutes.
Gallagher with 14 points now and misses the first of the free throw here.
knocks
And
this one
Conley
down.
next one. So that is a 10-point lead now with 7:55 left.
And that's 2 fouls on KP and 1 team foul on Smith.
And you can see they're finding LJ each time right at the free throw line.
Yeah, we had 2 3-point shot looks there, and we passed them both up.
Yeah.
One by Cromwell, one by Gleisner. Gleisner tried that little runner, but I think MIT's going to get called for the foul as they pulled KP straight down to the floor there on that
Sogstead
rebound.
gets whistled for the foul. Big moment here
Who'd they give that foul to, Sam?
to Sogstead.
Okay, first foul on her, first foul on MIT. Great cut by LJ. Great cut by LJ and a wonderful pass by
Slides into Gallagher. Great defense
Great
by.
defense.
That ball's on the floor. Sogstead comes.
LJ
Team captain.
Whalen, yes.
What a great rebound. 53-39 with 6:15
That was
left.
a great job.
LJ now matched up against Gallagher again. Christina drives to her right.
3. Now we're double teaming her the minute she picks that up. Oh, she had a great cut there. She just missed the pass.
Sogstead with
Yeah.
the runner absorbs the contact from Claremont and will step to the line.
Yeah, and she's going to get an and 1 call there. That's very unfortunate.
That ball
Cromwell,
was heading out of bounds, and Sogstead made a great save to keep it in.
Yeah.
And then she just hit that like sort of flip runner from the right side.
yeah, Cromwell had she had a step on Cromwell, and Cromwell had her hands up. But again, the second time she has her hands straight up, but she's sticking that hip out and getting her. So they call that every single time. So
Touches
there's
every part of the rim here. So
old-fashioned 3. So it's down to an 11-point lead with 6 minutes to go.
So number 22 Piper is now in for Cindy Yee. So this zone, big defense by Sogstead. So Cindy Yee is tall and long and was been able to really cut down and close down on those Smith jumpers.
Right.
So maybe they'll be able to step into a 3 here with the.
Yeah, when KP gets a ball down there, there's just nowhere to go. Should have probably tried to go all the way 3. I know what she wanted to do. She wanted to go under the rim and try to use the rim as a defender against Gallagher, but then she runs right into Lutzy. So she really has to turn and get that ball out of the double team a little bit sooner. But she is excellent at that. So we'll see what happens.
53-42, an 11-point lead from Smith, 5:49, and this game keeps on going back and forth. And I will tell you that it's going to come down to a few big possessions here.
Oh yes,
and
it is. And this is one of them right here. I'm telling you that we cannot let this drop to a single-digit game because then then MIT really starts to feel it a little bit, and we'll start to get a little too nervous. So we need to really starts to feel it.
Camera crazy.
I tell you that I think we have had an outstanding officiating crew tonight. I've been very pleased with the way they've officiated this game. They're letting them play, but they're keeping it under control.
And they haven't changed the way they've
No.
officiated it the whole game. It's
The
been
whole
very
game.
consistent.
Very consistent. They've done a great job. This is just 2 great coaches going at it from a strategic standpoint with 2 very able-bodied teams, and we'll see what happens. And again, as I said, this.
And then just a wonderful defensive play. She kept her feet moving, her hands back, and forced a turnover.
And let me say, Sam, with 5 minutes left, both teams have 3 personal fouls. So as soon as you get 5, everything goes to the free throw line. So I'm hoping Smith can keep their hands to themselves a little bit. We do not want to let them start shooting free throws.
Claremont steps into a 3
Too
off the
much.
back
She
rim.
has been too long all night long.
What
LJ.
a rebound by LJ. LJ finds Gleisner. Gleisner thinks about it, pulls it back
calmly
out.
and smartly, I might say. There's a foul on number 22. It's got to be MIT. Reach
Yep.
in.
That's Piper's second foul.
Yeah.
And Cindy C will check back
yeah,
in.
that's a great move by MIT to put her back in. They know they need her down in the last couple minutes. She's only got 3 fouls, so she'll be able to stay in the game, I guess is. That's 14 fouls on MIT, so next one will send Smith to the line.
Gleisner with the ball now. Back to Claremont. Claremont.
Into LJ. He's going to go one-on-one with Gallagher. Great move and in.
Oh, my
what
gosh.
a move.
What footwork. I'll tell you what. When they has started to get her that ball right at the foul line as it sort of splits the zone, she's just been so crafty. What an enormous basket for her. Her 12th point. And Gallagher up and under. Now
Guess
LJ
who
with
got
another
the
rebound.
Guess
and
who
gets
gets
fouled.
the rebound? LJ Whalen. I hope her family's
And
here.
that's the 5th foul.
Yes, now everything's to the free throw line. Now we could just knock some free throws down at 4 minutes. I was just checking with my lovely assistant over here who does all our video and says you're able to see the game still, so that's good.
4:14 left. Smith with a 13-point lead. LJ steps to the line here.
Even the coaches are going down and filling their water bottles. This is a nervous time here. LJ's 3 in a row she's missed. Come on, LJ. She knows it, too. She's got to get it together right here.
All right. LJ steps.
Gets
There
that
she
one. All right,
goes.
now we got it.
She
now we
gets-
got it.
And we got a timeout
That's
here
going to
from
be
Sonia
immediate
Rahman.
time. That's going to be immediate. I think that's going to end up being immediate, even if MIT took it.
In particular, we'd like to recognize seniors Alex Stork and Cindy Seed, who helped MIT reach the conference tournament champions stage for the third year in a row. And now, before we present the championship trophy, we would like to recognize the 2020 NEWMAC Women's Basketball Most Outstanding Player. From Smith College, number 14, Cassie Ryan. And now let's talk about the 2020 NEWMAC champion Smith College Pioneers. Coached by Lynn Hersey and assisted by Jen McCauley, JJ Hosting, and Kate Kerrigan, the Pioneers are now 24-4 on the year. Entering this year's tournament as a 3-seed, Smith earned hard-fought victories over 6-seeded Emerson, 2nd-seeded Springfield, and 4th-seeded MIT, showing the program's first-ever NEWMAC championship and an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. At this time, we invite Captain Ellie Jo Whalen to receive